think I'm gonna be on a main mission again. Because I think I've done all the side missions. I'm gonna do some housekeeping before I start working them. What I'm looking to do is to get rid of the troublemakers I end up getting a hold of. They really aren't worth the trouble. Okay, all side missions in Afghanistan are done, and all side missions in Africa are done. So I'm going to be moving on to the next main mission. Okay, the next main mission is mission 20, Voices. Rescues Shabani. Leader of the boys was forced to work at the mine. He was taken to the Gumba Industrial Zone, a place the locals call the Devil's House. And that's a weird industrial zone to be at because there's no road going to it. The closest road ends at 20. Although it looks like there used to be a road there. Maybe. But it looks like it hasn't been there for a while. And it looks like there was a bridge there as well. But that's washed out. And based on the topography, it doesn't look like there's any road that can effectively get to it. That's why it doesn't make any sense here, because this right here is a river. There's a bridge here, so maybe a road went up here to this place, but unless they did their unloading here in these and brought it up from these buildings, it doesn't make any sense to have an industrial zone here unless they're working on something highly classified. And they're probably flying everything in by helicopter. Which tells me it's probably a cipher base. That's just analysis based on what I'm looking at. I'll start the briefing now.
The client this time is a child. One of the children you rescued from that mine. He wants us to save the boy who was their leader. His name is Shabani, and he was the oldest among them. Several days before you went to the mine, he was taken away to Nzoia Badiabulu. Our search turned up a place the locals call by that name, Ngumba Industrial Zone. Nearby residents are terrified of it. They say the devil lives there, and that anyone who sets foot in it never returns. This industrial zone has long been abandoned, but it seems it was sold off a few years back to a certain corporation, Saner. And now the perimeter is tightly guarded by a PF. The reason is unclear. The same goes for why Shabani was taken away. But something is obviously going on there. Those kids from the mine really looked up to Shabani. The client has given us the last of their diamonds in return. Go get Shabani out of there, boss. Whatever Cypher's up to in the region, Shabani might just be our best lead.
Let's see, what do I have here? 21 and 16. Logic tells me I need to take out both of those two to lessen the amount of reinforcements that could come from behind me once I go into the station. It looks like there's two ways in. At the station itself, or maybe here. I'll take a look at it from this side. But I'm probably going to want to take out the station and 20 regardless. And then 17. Based on how everything is set up, I don't want any of these characters coming at me from behind when I get into the industrial zone. I could use more. I could use the raise D-Dog staying, but I'll take White with him for this. She can provide cover if necessary. And I forgot, I probably should. Before I do that, I'm gonna head back to the main base and take a shower first, since that'll help the morale of my character. I've forgotten I hadn't done that. It's kind of nice listening to the rain.
Welcome back, boss. Roger.
And sorry about that delay. I'll be back to go after the mission now.
This is P1, on station at LZ.
Okay, time to commence the mission.
The target is Shabani. He was the leader of the boys being forced to work at the mine. He was separated from the others and taken away to Ngumba Industrial Zone. The locals call this place Nzoya Badia Bulu, the Devil's House. Boss, find Shabani and extract him safely. You can check the target's location on your iDroid.
I'm going to clear out 21 first. In fact, it's going to place me right next to it. Then I'll head to 16. Clear out that place of any enemies. I might take a look at this area while I go. And then take a look at this valley right here. And depending upon this one, I'll either go back here and start taking out the station, or I'll attack it from this side. Either way, I want to take out the station 2 and 20, as well as 17 before I even go into the industrial zone. And there's a lot of practicality behind that too. I don't like having enemies behind me. There's nothing I can do about 19, it's outside the map area. But there is something I can do about 21 and 16. Yeah. Plus there may be some intel I could use. Not what I expected. It's quiet. Why did she go over there? I might have accidentally chosen the wrong place, but something is wrong. Even when I told her the wrong place, why is there nobody here? Okay, so I guess I'm going to send her to 16 now. empty. Something's very wrong. There's two things that can give you information. Well, more than two actually. There's the information itself, which is literally there, and what's literally there can tell you a lot about what's going on. That's the easiest one. For example, if there are snipers who are posted around corners around a highly skilled soldier that you're needed to extract, it seems likely that the soldier that is in the middle is bait for the snipers, especially if they're all pointed inward. And that has happened.
An outpost in a sunken road. Minoko Yanyoka, the snake's mouth. I get it. Looks like that's the only way to the objective area.
Yeah. Okay, so like I was talking about earlier, 4 snipers stationed around the soldier. Snipers pointed into the soldier. It seems like bait. But there's also something that's not there. And this makes me curious if I'm going to run into some ghosts. If the soldiers are picking up that they basically lose their minds, that there's a ghost nearby, then that might be a reason to not be there. But it's just, especially if this is Cypher that I'm running up into. But it's trying to figure out exactly what 21 is. In that case, I'm looking for something, an absence of something. Looking at an absence of something. Something that should be there, but is not. There should have been soldiers at that outpost, but there isn't. And there is soldiers at this outpost. So this makes me wonder why. Let's see what's here. Who does this intel? Nobody that stands out so far. Kind of run of the mill. A+. I'll sneak up on this one, then I'll take out that one, and then I'll work slowly on these. So I'm going to start working with B. He's more isolated. C is the absolute most isolated. But there is one soldier who should be marching back and forth between the two, and that looks like that is this soldier. Come to think of it, quiet is not as quiet as she thinks she is. You know what to listen for. Something's weird.
Ik wil niet, Prick niet.
Talk. Where are your friends? He's coming too. Roger that.
Marking soldiers still remains a pain in the butt.
Where are your friends?
Okay, I'm far enough away, it shouldn't be a problem.
extract him?
I'll take a look at the one who's walking this way. Oh, not really walking directly this way. $80 so meters away. Walking towards a cluster of buildings right here. Well, basically tents. Okay. Should be able to close in on him without a problem. This is going to be a problem. Got one coming up the road. So I need to move this guy away. And take a different position. Rain is going to be helpful. Yeah, lovely. See, I hate that part.
Spit it out.
Can't get a drop on them, and now I'm getting penalized for an alert. That was my fault, though. I misjudged the arc of the magazine.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Some of the delay I'm going through is to let them spread out a bit more. I've got 2 who are patrolling through this area. Should be able to take out this guy with no problem.
Talk. Where are your friends? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
See how alert they are.
Heads up. Where are the others?
Each of them are running through a specific pattern. The one who's going to that building over there would have talked with the person who the first person I captured who was by there. Normally there's somebody stationed by this door.
He's coming too. Roger that.
And each and every place these people go is always by a set pattern, unless something triggers them. At which point a different pattern comes into play. If they were to spot me, instead of their usual patrolling pattern, they would go into an alert pattern. And if they were to go into combat alert, a different pattern still would appear. But in each and every case, it's always a pattern.
Buddy! Speak. Where are your friends? Speak. Where are the others?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And it doesn't seem like they knew too much of anything going on. So I need to take a look at this right here. Don't mind what I can see. There is that. And where's the other one? There you are. So it looks like 5 at 20. No, 6. Intel's telling me there's still 2 unknowns. There's 1 right there. No troublemakers. Still 1 unknown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. There's the 6th one. Looks like the one in the tower is facing towards the river. Curious. Should be able to get this one, the one by the road away. And they're moving. Okay, I've got him.
Don't move. Speak. Where are your friends?
And 2 in the tower. Okay, is this... Yeah, they're swapping places. all taking shelter. That doesn't make it easy handling them either. Let's see if I can pull one. Sometimes when that happens, even if two of them are triggered by the sound, only one of them will move. Now if they were on alert, it would be slightly different. As you do it, you notice how alert he is becoming. Flashlight was out last time. His gun's at ready. And I'm screwed. Darn it. And what got me was I got caught right in the middle throwing something. No way to actually pull my gun in time to shoot him.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
May not be a problem. Okay, they were taken down fast enough. So nobody's on alert. Good. The only downside is it would have been better to interrogate him.
He's coming too. Roger that.
But I should have enough to interrogate at the station I'm going to be heading to.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
But there's one thing that is curious. Why is the tower pointed this way and not towards the road? I mean, sure you can cover the road from it, but the person in the tower was looking in this direction. From what I see, it's just a way to sneak in, maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna head to the station itself because I don't really trust to not take a look at what's there and take out the soldiers if they're. I don't want to have them sneak up on me. So I'm gonna come in from the back side, and hopefully that might help in taking it.